It's the Hanzehogeschool. Hanzehogeschool of Applied Science, it's formally known. And it's like a university. Like I said, 30,000 students more or less, 70 different types of education. And my main focus is the digital testing. The digital testing, we had big problems because specifically for our environment, we don't have dedicated rooms. So we have like computer rooms, and we want to use those computer rooms also for digital testing. So at one moment they have to be just like normal Windows machines, and they work, and there's internet and there's everything. And at the other moment there has to be digital testing, and then everything has to be so secure as possible. No internet, just specific applications have to be in those places. We started off in the fall of 2015. That was where our first contacts. We realized, in fact, our solution was twofold. We had on the one hand, testing on those dedicated machines didn't prove to be as stable as we wanted to be, because they were used also in the regular education mode. And then switching to testing modes, that proved not to be stable, not to be secure. First we developed the backend, an Azure environment where we did the testing. And then we looked at the way to reach from our computers to reach that environment. And that's when IGEL came around, because we use IGEL as a sort of a thin client from our regular computers to reach the secluded environment. We started off with the regular IGEL clients installed on the computers, but that proved to be rather difficult, because then we had to switch over from Windows to IGEL, and that proved to be a burden primarily in time. I mean, the software was functioning fine. It just took us like 4 or 5 hours to switch a room from one use to the other use. And then the IGEL Pocket came along, and that proved to be a wonderful solution, because using the IGEL Pocket, we put our images completely on the IGEL Pocket and then just boot the computer from the IGEL Pocket, and then we can switch really quickly between the two types of use of the computers. The main purpose is that we can switch really quickly. We have our computer rooms, we can use them for testing, for exams, and we can use them in a regular way. And using the IGEL Pocket, we can switch from those two purposes within like 15 minutes now. It provides us a fantastic gateway to the cloud solution, and it gives us the opportunity to still be using our own legacy machines, and at the same time be really innovative, because we can connect real easy to the back end. There's a development which is really interesting in that aspect, because now we're looking, we don't want to spend so much money on desktop computing anymore. So we're even looking at bring your own devices. That's in our education. It's really a big thing now. People say, well, all students have their own device, they should be able to take it with them and to use that in a classroom and even for an exam. And our next step will be to use the IGEL Pocket in combination with the bring your own device thing. So I don't think in the near future we'll still be spending so much money on desktop computing. We'll be spending our money, our efforts to be able to use the IGEL clients with the bring your own device to connect those two. IGEL is an aspect of it all. I mean, it provides us with a solid technical environment which is secure, when we don't have to spend a lot of time anymore on individual desktop computers to see if they're functioning correctly. That's the main issue, which the main benefit, so to say, from the IGEL environment. The digital testing itself, it also has aspects obviously of environmental use. We don't use a lot of paper anymore. Before this, everything was on paper. Now we're just transforming to a more digital way of organizing the tests.